Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today about a man in your family circle. You've been feeling uncomfortable around this person lately, sensing something isn't right, but you couldn't explain why. Those feelings aren't random or paranoid. The powerful guardian angel Archangel Michael is watching over you and has discovered something deeply concerning about this man's true behavior. He has been saying terrible things about you behind your back, things that would shock you if you heard them directly. The blue light you've noticed in your dreams, the sudden protective thoughts about family relationships, the gut feelings warning you to be careful, these are all signs from Archangel Michael trying to reach you before more damage is done. This divine warning comes at exactly the right time because this man is planning to escalate his negative talk about you soon. Archangel Michael sees what happens in private conversations, what's said when you're not in the room, and the true intentions hidden behind friendly smiles. The information you're about to receive will protect your reputation, your family relationships, and your peace of mind. Archangel Michael has revealed something shocking about this man in your family. He has been actively speaking against you to other family members, undermining your character and planting seeds of doubt about your intentions. This isn't occasional gossip or innocent venting, it's a deliberate campaign to damage how your family sees you. When you're present, he acts helpful and supportive. He smiles, offers assistance, and seems to care about your well-being. But the moment you leave the room, his words turn poisonous. He questions your motives to other family members. He brings up your past mistakes and failures. He twists your good actions into something questionable. Archangel Michael sees his true motivation, jealousy. This man envies the respect you have in the family, the blessings in your life, or the success you've achieved. His envy has turned into a mission to bring you down in the eyes of people you love. The damage has already begun. Family members who once trusted you completely now have doubts planted in their minds by his careful words. Some family members have started treating you differently because of what he's been saying. This coordinated effort to harm your reputation has been building for months, and Archangel Michael intercepted his plans just in time. He was preparing to take his negative talk to the next level, which could have caused permanent damage to your family relationships. Now Archangel Michael wants you to look back at the signs you may have dismissed or didn't understand. Think about recent family gatherings. Have certain family members seemed distant or cold toward you without any clear reason? Have invitations to family events become less frequent, or do you notice some gatherings happening that you weren't told about? These changes didn't happen randomly. Pay attention to moments when you walk into a room and conversations suddenly stop. Notice how this man always volunteers to be the one who communicates with other family members on your behalf, controlling what information they receive. Watch his pattern of offering help that somehow makes you look incompetent or incapable. He uses phrases like, "Are you sure you can handle that?" or "Let me help because this might be too much for you." Words that seem supportive but actually plant doubt in others' minds about your abilities. This man has a specific habit of bringing up your past mistakes in front of other family members, disguised as concern for your growth. He volunteers you for tasks or commitments without asking you first, then complains to others about your response when you set boundaries. He positions himself as the reasonable voice of the family while subtly painting you as the problematic one. Listen carefully to phrases other family members have started using. You'll notice they echo his words almost exactly. Observe how extended family members treat you differently at gatherings now compared to a year ago. Notice his tendency to accidentally share your private information with others, breaking confidences while pretending it slipped out innocently. When you try to set boundaries with him, watch how quickly he plays the victim, making you look unreasonable to others. Your pets may become nervous or withdrawn around him, sensing the negative energy he carries despite his friendly exterior. Your children or spouse may have made observations about him that you dismissed because you wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. The exhaustion you feel after spending time with him isn't just tiredness, it's your energy being drained by someone who secretly wishes you harm while pretending to care. Archangel Michael wants you to understand a critical pattern. Every single time you help this man, he finds a way to use it against you later. This is why continuing to help him is actually dangerous for you and your family relationships. When you provide financial assistance, he later tells others you're trying to control him with money or show off your wealth. When you offer emotional support during his difficulties, he twists it into a story about you being intrusive or thinking you're better than him. When you share your time and energy to help with his problems, he complains to others that you're making him feel incompetent. The pattern repeats constantly. He asks for help, you generously provide it, then he creates a negative narrative about your assistance to tell other family members. Your kindness is being weaponized against you. He interprets your generosity as weakness and uses each helpful act as ammunition in his campaign to damage your reputation. The energy drain of helping someone who secretly works against you is enormous. It affects your health, your peace of mind, and your other relationships. Archangel Michael reveals an important spiritual principle: don't cast your pearls before swine. This means don't give your valuable time, energy, and resources to someone who will only trample them and turn against you. Family pressure to keep helping because his family is actually enabling his destructive behavior. When you stop helping him, you're not being selfish or unkind, you're protecting yourself and breaking a toxic cycle that harms everyone involved. The relief you'll feel when you stop this pattern will be immediate and profound. Boundaries aren't cruelty, they are spiritual self-care and wisdom. Archangel Michael offers specific protection methods for dealing with this family situation. Begin each day with this prayer: Archangel Michael, I call upon your protection from family betrayal. Surround me with your blue shield of truth. Let my actions speak louder than false words. Protect my reputation and reveal truth to those who need to see it. Thank you for standing guard over my family relationships. When this man is present, visualize a bright blue shield of light surrounding you completely. This divine barrier allows genuine communication to pass through while blocking all manipulative or negative energy he tries to send your way. Practice the mirror technique. Mentally place a mirror of spiritual light between you and him that reflects his negative intentions back to their source without affecting you. This keeps you protected without creating obvious conflict. After his visits, clear your space immediately. Clap your hands 3 times sharply while stating all negative energy must leave now. Ring a bell or chime if you have one. Prepare a simple salt water mixture and sprinkle a few drops near your doorways, saying this space is cleansed and protected. Carry a small blue stone in your pocket when family gatherings are unavoidable. This serves as a constant reminder of Archangel Michael's protection. Learn the gray rock method for dealing with him. Become as boring and uninteresting as a gray rock. Give brief, neutral responses to his questions. Don't share personal information, exciting news, or anything he could twist or weaponize. When he asks for help, use simple boundary phrases without explanation: that doesn't work for me, or I'm not available for that. Never justify, argue, defend, or explain your boundaries. This only gives him material to use against you. Before sleep each night, visualize Archangel Michael using his sword of light to cut any negative energy cords connecting you to this man. Watch these connections dissolve completely, freeing your energy. On days when you know you'll see him, perform a morning protection ritual, light a blue candle if possible, take 3 deep breaths, and affirm, I am protected, I am strong, and truth will prevail. Keep conversations with him surface, level, and brief. Discuss weather, general topics, nothing personal. Document his behavior patterns privately, note dates, comments, and incidents. This isn't for confrontation but for your own awareness and clarity. You'll know these protections are working when you feel lighter around him, when his attempts to manipulate you lose their power, and when other family members start naturally seeing his patterns without you pointing them out. Archangel Michael offers guidance for rebuilding trust with family members who have been influenced by this man's negative talk about you. The approach must be gentle and dignified. You're not attacking him or defending yourself desperately. Instead, you're simply demonstrating your true character through consistent actions over time. Let your behavior speak louder than his words ever could. Be patient with family members who seem distant or cold. They are victims of manipulation too, and they need time to see the truth. Focus on individual conversations with family members you're closest to, strengthening these bonds one person at a time rather than trying to fix everything at once. Share observations gently without making it a he said, she said drama. You might ask questions like, have you noticed how, name, tends to talk about people when they are not around? This plants seeds of awareness without you directly accusing anyone. The power of consistent, authentic behavior over time cannot be overstated. Truth has a way of revealing itself naturally when you simply continue being yourself with integrity. Create positive family moments that contradict the negative narrative he's been spreading. If he's been saying you're selfish, demonstrate generosity. If he's implied you're unreliable, be consistently dependable. Your actions will eventually speak so loudly that his words lose all credibility. Understand that some family members may never see the truth clearly, and that's okay. You cannot control what others believe. Focus your energy on relationships that can be healed rather than forcing connection with everyone. The spiritual principle here is letting go and trusting divine timing. When you release the need to convince everyone, you free yourself from enormous stress. Some people will recognize the truth in days, others in months, and some may never see it. Your peace doesn't depend on all of them understanding, it depends on you knowing your truth and living it consistently. Archangel Michael wants you to understand the powerful spiritual law of sowing and reaping that now applies to this man. Everything he has spoken against you, every seed of doubt he planted, every attempt to damage your reputation, all of it is now returning to him in unexpected ways. This isn't about you seeking revenge or wishing him harm. This is simply how spiritual laws work automatically to maintain balance and justice. His words are beginning to backfire in ways he didn't anticipate. Family members are starting to notice inconsistencies in his stories about you. When someone talks negatively about others constantly, perceptive people eventually realize the problem lies with the speaker, not with everyone they criticize. His desperate need to tear you down reveals his own insecurities and jealousy to those paying attention. The pattern is becoming so obvious that some family members are beginning to question his motives without you saying a single word. Divine justice works behind the scenes in ways you cannot see yet. His increasing desperation as his tactics stop working will make him more obvious and careless. The isolation that comes from being a constant source of negativity will begin affecting his own relationships. People naturally distance themselves from those who spread poison, even if they don't consciously realize why. Archangel Michael assures you that truth always surfaces eventually, like oil rising through water. You don't need to defend yourself constantly or expose him publicly, time and truth will do that work naturally. The freedom comes from trusting divine timing for his accountability. Your job is simply to protect yourself and maintain your integrity. The universe handles the rest according to perfect justice. This challenging experience is teaching you invaluable discernment about people that will serve you for the rest of your life. You're learning to recognize two-faced behavior early, before it causes damage. This wisdom extends beyond just this one person. You're developing stronger boundaries in all your relationships, not tolerating treatment that disrespects your worth. Your intuition about people's true intentions is becoming sharper. You're learning to trust those gut feelings that warn you when something isn't right. The confidence that comes from choosing self-respect over people-pleasing is transforming how you move through the world. This challenge is actually preparing you for bigger blessings ahead that will require strong boundaries and clear discernment to protect. The spiritual strength you've gained from choosing truth over family pressure makes you a leader in your family dynamic, even if others don't realize it yet. Your example of maintaining dignity while protecting yourself teaches other family members, especially younger ones, that it's possible to be kind while still having boundaries. Why did this have to happen? Because your next level of life purpose requires you to be someone who cannot be easily manipulated or swayed from your path. This experience is fortifying you for important work ahead. The leadership role you're stepping into within your family, and beyond, requires exactly the wisdom you're gaining right now. Your dignity in this difficult situation inspires others silently, even those who haven't said anything to you about it. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now as you receive this message, and he urges you to act on this warning today, not tomorrow or next week. There's a specific window of time available before this man escalates his behavior, and your immediate action creates the strongest protection. Stop all help to him immediately. You don't owe explanations, justifications, or reasons. A simple no or that doesn't work for me is complete. Begin the protection rituals this very day. Say the prayer, visualize the blue shield, and start documenting patterns you observe. Trust the intuition that led you to this message right now, that wasn't coincidence but divine guidance. Do not confront him directly about what you now know. Direct confrontation only gives him ammunition to play the victim and paint you as the aggressor. Let your quiet withdrawal of help and energy speak for itself. If you feel guided, share this message with one trusted family member who has also sensed something off about this person. Show your appreciation for this divine warning by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens the angelic protection surrounding you and allows for continued guidance as you navigate this situation. Archangel Michael promises to reveal more truth in the coming days and weeks. His final blessing of protection and discernment covers you now. Remember, choosing yourself and your peace isn't selfish, it's spiritually necessary and wise. The peace, clarity, and freedom waiting on the other side of this boundary decision is greater than you can imagine right now. Trust divine protection and timing.